Well, good morning, and good morning again. We've got that 8 o'clock hour ready to roll as we got Joe, the Bryan Insurance guy, stepping out of the taxi and coming on in. And, Joe, it's a great day in the neighborhood today.
It is a great day in the neighborhood, Rick. From what I heard the other day from a weather report, it seems like for every week the average temperature goes down 1 degree. So by that rationale, here in about 4 months, it ought to be in the 80s.
Well, that'll not be a bad thing. So we'll have a tropical Christmas.
Yes.
So
maybe a wet Christmas.
Maybe, I hope so. You know, it's going to be 90-something today, the next few days. So, hey, you know, we're Texas. We can handle it.
We are.
But life in Texas is always an adventure.
Yes.
And you must have insurance on that life.
Yes.
To make sure that everything's good to go. And it is Life Insurance Month.
It actually is. It's the I think someone said it's the 11th year of the September being Life Insurance Awareness Month. And, you know, life insurance is one of those things a lot of folks, you know, don't think about. There's been some studies out there that say some 95 million Americans actually have no life insurance whatsoever. You know, it's something that, you know, there's really only two guarantees in life. Pretty much going to guaranteed you're going to be born.
Right.
And then the other ones pretty much are guaranteed you're going to die.
That's pretty much it.
It's just a matter of when. Mm-hmm. You know, could be today, could be tomorrow, could be 30, 40 years from now. One of the things with life insurance that it allows you to do is life insurance is not about you. It never is. It's about your family. It's about the loved ones that you leave behind. And when, you know, something happens to you, whether it's going down to United to get a gallon of milk or a cross-country trip. You know, there was a report a couple weeks ago, family was coming back from New Mexico, family of 4 or maybe 4 or 5 just driving down the road. Guy coming the other way, fell asleep at the wheel, crossed into the lane, hit the car. Everybody in the car died. They had no idea that was coming, no plan for it. But in a situation like that, you need to make sure that your loved ones are taken care of to not only take care of your final rights, whether it be your funeral expenses, things of that nature. But, you know, like I look at myself, for example, and say, hey, you know, I've got a short drive from here to the office, right across the corner over there. But something could happen, whether it be a truck coming down Elm Street, plows into me and kills me. Well, I've got my wife and my 2 kiddos. And after the grieving stops of, hey, Joe's gone, you know, it's been a week or 2, those bills are going to still keep coming.
Exactly.
You know, they don't just put everything on hold. So I have life insurance on myself. We have life insurance on my wife to make sure those bills get paid. Make sure that my wife's not saying, okay, well, we had Joe's income and she had her income. Well, now Joe's income's gone. So can my wife make it on just her income? Probably not. Probably going to have to change lifestyles, and that means a whole lot of things, whether it be moving, whether it be maybe having to get into a smaller house, a different apartment, something of that nature. But guess what? It's not just about living today and tomorrow. It's about going forward. I got 2 kiddos that, I'd like for them to, you know, maybe one day get an inexpensive car when they're able to drive. College, marriage, things like that. All of those things that I'm able to provide if I'm here, that if I'm not here, what happens? And so life insurance is one of those things that it's so inexpensive to look at. There's so many different options, so many different schools of thought that you can go with. Anything from a small term policy. Basically, you know, term is you have it for a given period of time, 10, 15, 20 years, for whatever amount that you feel comfortable. I can't tell you how much life insurance you need.
Right.
Basically, we sit down, we go through your life, say, hey, you know, what are we looking at? What's your life situation? And let's find something that's going to work for you. And doesn't take that long, and it's relatively inexpensive. The beauty of what we offer over at Bryan Insurance is we work with a multitude of different carriers. Unlike other companies that maybe just have one that they work with maybe a few options, we have multitudes of different options that we can go with. And if you're somebody out there that maybe has, you feel like you're going to be inheriting some land, some family money, we also do some great estate planning as well, so that when it comes time for that money to come down to you, that's not a burden to you as well because of inheritance taxes and things of that nature. We're able to look at those situations and help you prepare the best way you can.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, like you said, it's not really expensive. I mean, you could probably skip one meal out and pay a lot on a life insurance policy.
Oh, yeah. And one of the examples I always use is, family of 4, family of 5 these days, and no knock on them. It is what it is. You go to Whataburger, you go to Dairy Queen, you're probably looking at $25-$30 to get everybody fed for the night. You take that $25-$30, and that's probably going to get dad or it's going to get mom, depending on how old they are, depending on, are they a smoker or non-smoker, which, by the way, you can get smokers and non-smoker, or you can get smokers life insurance. So that's not a problem for you. Mm-hmm. But you take that $25-$30, you put it towards a life insurance policy. Yeah, you're talking about one meal out a month. Is one meal out a month worth it to you to know that your wife or your husband is going to be able to continue on after your income is gone, to help get the things paid for that the family needs to get paid for? So, yeah, depending on your age, depending on your situation, that $25-$30 a month could maybe get anywhere from $250,000 to $750,000, maybe $1 million worth of term life insurance, mm-hmm. and that at least gets the conversation going.
Right. The thing is that, it's not real hard. I mean, I know when I was younger, it seemed like my dad, he went and got a life insurance policy through his work, and
right,
everything like that. They were making him take physicals, and I think things have changed a little bit when it comes to a lot of that.
They have, and a lot of it just depends on how much life insurance you're looking at. The beauty of getting those things done now is it's relatively easy. They come to you. It's a no-cost type of a thing. So just to set the scenario, Rick, you come to me and you say, hey, I need $1 million, maybe $1.5 million worth of life insurance. And I want to get a 20-year term. Okay, so what's going to probably happen is we're going to set up what they call a paramed, which is basically someone's going to come out, they're going to take your blood pressure, and they're going to figure out what time works for you, whether it's coming after hours at your home, whether it means coming up here to the radio station and doing it while you're on a break. But basically, depending on the limit of life insurance you're going to get, they're probably going to require, check your blood pressure, heart rate monitor, stuff like that. Maybe going to weigh you, ask you a few health questions, things of that nature. Some may require a blood and urine test, but again, they come to you. It's not like, well, I got to take off of work, I got to go find someplace. We've got a number of carriers that actually come to Graham to take care of that for you, work on your schedule, and then they send all that information away. And, again, even having the bare minimum, $250,000, $100,000 life insurance policy, $100,000 goes a long way. Right. When you're gone, $100,000 goes a long way to, hey, let's pay off the house so mom and the kids can still stay in the house. Let's pay off some debt so that we clear up some monthly cash flow, so the money that mom is making every month is going to help pay the bills and not have to everyone look around, or worst thing is pass the hat at the funeral and say, hey, how are we going to get this paid for?
Exactly. So go by and talk to them about life insurance, something a lot of times we don't think about until it's too late.
Right.
And now's the time to go do it. Now, Joe, once folks will get a hold of you, ask you about life insurance, questions, whatever it may be, how's the easiest way to do that?
Easiest way is 549-2525. You can call, talk to Lynette or myself. We're both life insurance licensed. We can both take care of that for you. Or visit our website, brianins.com, or we'll give you that free elevator ride coming up to the second floor of the Sierra Bank building, and let us sit down, go through your life situation, and make sure you're taken care of the way you need to be.
It's real easy to do. Give them a call today, 549-2525. Joe, appreciate your time, my friend.
Thank you, Rick. See you next week.
Have a good one. We've got 38 special coming up, some CCR and sports on the way, so stick around.